Yeah, seriously, I think you might want to pick up some of these. Make sure you guys smash the link and crap out that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So this is a discussion starting off with Iron Thunder here. Now, for those of you that don't know what in the world Iron Thunder is, it's a very nice counter trap card that Rysel in the OCG has been developing and seeing play out here. It says, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated on the field, pay half your life points and negate that activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then destroy any other cards in the same column the destroyed card was in that are in the monster or spell and trap card zone. Now, hear me out for a second. Not a single player is going to be playing correctly into what we like to call the column game. But if your opponent has set up spells and traps out here into columns with these big boss monsters, you're probably going to get some free destruction effects. Now, this also is a big thing for you as well. You're going to have to play very carefully if you're choosing to play the Iron Thunder. But the column destruction also means that this is going to be able to clear out extra monster zones as well, which means you might be getting more value than just 2 cards. If you're getting 3 cards off of Iron Thunder, well, holy crap, you have actually just kind of won the lottery out here. This was it was very interesting to start to see this developing out here as a tech choice. I like the fact that, you know, Rysel players in Japan have been testing out all of these wacky ideas, and it really kind of proves that you have all of these ideas, like Solemn Strike was something that we were kind of falling back on, but on their side, Iron Thunder is a little bit more of a strong counter pick option, and I actually kind of like that a lot. Oh, Performage Trapeze Magician. Oh boy, oh boy. So, for those of you that forgot what in the heck this thing does, trust me, it's been so long. It's what, 2 level 4 spellcasters. You never take damage if the amount is less than or equal to this card's attack. Never, by the way. I love that wording. Once per turn, detach, during the main phase, detach material from this target one face-up attack position monster the turn player controls. Other than this card, it can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Also destroy it at the end of the battle phase. And if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card is in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect sent to the graveyard, especially summon a Performage monster from the deck. Did you get all of that? So, this has to do with all of the new Performage support that we just got out here. You got a few people that are mildly excited to see, oh my gosh, I can play Performage again. Holy crap, it has been, well, I'm not exactly too sure who's running out here and being excited about building a fully dedicated version of this. You know, you had tie-ins to this theme during the Pendulum era, but, you know, I can't really say I was a Performage duelist back then, but now, you know, you got the cool new rank 5s and things with this. Performage Trapeze Magician did not receive an upgrade, which means you're going to be stuck in rare purgatory, which means more and more people I've been rushing out and picking these up because, you guessed it, everybody, it's a frickin' rare. You know, when you make these themes low rarities, you have a lot more people that become enticed with wanting to pick them up. And I think that's a good thing. Cheap cards means that people get more satisfied and they get a lot more action out of this. That's fine. Right now, I think the most exciting thing that we've had with this has been, you know, you're at 50, 60 cents with, you know, the dollar plus shipping on this. Penny stock. Infinitrack cards are starting to see play in Crystron. Now, this is interesting to me. You got to remember, River Stormer, the rank 5, is definitely one of the options for you to be looking at if you are wanting to play this deck. I think, however, though, that Infinitrack stuff in this deck is not a terrible idea. I think because you're already playing this deck as a rank 5 option, or, you know, as a rank 5 deck, you want to develop and be able to have as many tech choices as you can to satisfy the requirements of this deck. And I mean, once again, they're already kind of inherent machines as it is. So I think that's kind of interesting. I saw, what was it? One spell, one monster in the main deck. And I think I saw River Stormer showing up in the OCG as tech choices for this. We're up to about 4 builds in the last week that have been testing out the idea of having the Infinitrack stuff be present in this deck. But you got to remember, the TCG, it took us a while to even look at title. Like, I'm actually amazed at how long it took the TCG to develop a meta towards wanting to look and analyze title. So it might be another couple months before the TCG even gets anywhere near looking at the Infinitrack stuff in this deck. I guess we like to be different in terms of our metagame developments. You know, I very strongly like looking at the OCG for options, but it's very, very amazing when you look back and you just see, you know, these tech choices first show up, and then people in the TCGs don't even want to bat an eye at them. And then they're like, we innovated. It's like, no, OCG did that like 3 months ago, but, you know, progress. Phantazmay. So, this has been brought up several times recently as a penny stonk by a lot of people. And the reason why Phantazmay is even showing up is it's going to come down to how much link summoning the meta is projected to have post-Alliance Insight. You obviously know Malice is going to be a very strong deck in the room. You know that deck is going to be just destroying people if it doesn't get inscription, you know, get locked out of banishing, you know, get Lanciate over and over and over again. Phantazmay against Rizal is not going to work, which means 150% if Phantazmay takes off, it's going to have to be a dedicated side deck card, because you don't want to rush into a meta where you have Rizal on the forefront out here, and then you just push it to the back. That's unfortunately not how this works. I do agree that it could potentially be a very, very strong tech choice once Malice receives its upgrade, and if any other potential decks in the meta and in the room start to develop towards, you know, more link summoning, other than, you know, the standard maybe an IPSP kind of looking at you at the end of your turn. Like, that's kind of the most exciting things that you're going to get out of this. But I could see this being a card that could potentially rise up, hit $1, and then you could see it explode. But on the other side, you've got to depend on, you know, where are we going to hit Rizal at? You know, if Rizal remains at the top, then, you know, the penny stonk Phantazmay doesn't really get the chance to explode as much, because, you know, you're only hitting, you know, 1/2 of the top end of the meta. So that's something to think about. Purulia. So, Purulias have recently gone back up to $40. Oh, well, Robbie, no, it's getting reprinted. Yeah, all of the reprints have been selling at $30. It's been pretty consistent, actually. I'm kind of impressed with this. Good job, market. The market is it's not having any of this right now, man. People saw the reprint on the Mulcharmy, said $30, $60, $90 for a playset. Yeah, I'm okay with that, man. I'm willing to spend that money because I want to be able to have this. I don't want to be stuck in a situation, especially coming into the Nat season out here. I think people forgot that we are heading into the NAWCQ season. We are very, very close to having this season start. And once the grind on the WCQ season starts, I hate to tell you this, everybody, but people are going to need cards to play. You know, the fact that they are slamming down these reprints right now and getting them out is a good thing, but the market is reacting in a way that, you know, you've made these staple cards. They're very, very expensive, to say the least. So, for the time being right now, I think you're going to continue to see these cards on the uptick right now. I don't think that you're going to see much of a change on this front. And if you've not picked up your Purulias, it could get a whole lot worse, but we will have to wait and see. So, what do you guys think about everything today? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.